It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got a pair of teams who met each other in Super Bowl 15. It's the Raiders and the Birds, and it comes your way next.
Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love, the place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Huard, and we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL.
Yep.
Pocket passers, they'll have their place. They always will. But a lot of teams look to somebody like this as the default. A great passer, but someone who can also mix in plenty of rushing yards and keep that defense honest.
Daniel Carlson ready to get us started. And we're underway from Philadelphia. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs, but Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations or around the goal line, he finds a way to get in, but it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him, and he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the pistol, Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on third down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
Let's see what they went with on third down. Hurts now from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running for it. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the first down, doesn't keep them on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
Now on fourth down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. They're led out by someone amidst their second act as an NFL QB. He was a second-rounder back in 2013, Geno Smith.
When Geno Smith won Comeback Player of the Year, it was really hard to find another comp. You know, the NFL, we love to always compare and contrast guys from different eras or project them moving forward. But there just were not many stories like Geno Smith, who just waited and persevered a decade in the NFL before he flourished. But what came to life finally was just the arm strength, the accuracy, the playmaking ability that was there at West Virginia, and it just took some time and maybe a little love from Pete Carroll at that time to really elevate his confidence and elevate his game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Out of the gun, here's Smith. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. Completes beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
You know, you call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
They've come out swinging to begin this contest as they've got it down to the 31. Smith on first down. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. Quick throw to the left is complete. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Cooper to Jean with the stop. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap to Smith. That's caught for the first. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Raiders first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. From the gun, Smith. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
So now on 4th down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that one's going to get them on the scoreboard.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. This return makes it up to the 25. Now for the second time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. We'll have him gain about a handful there. He landed Roberts coming over for the hit.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Option play, they give it to Barkley. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. He landed Roberts coming over for the hit.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Hurts setting up to throw. Short pass brought in. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Hurts. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. He's got to gain a 6 there. Stopped by the unmistakable Max Crosby.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 34. Finds him over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Hurts throwing again. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Another try following the sack. Bails out of the and they get to him again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down.
Okay, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
The Raiders go a nickel on this third down. Hurts looking to throw. That's into the hands of Barkley. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So on fourth down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. It's 44 yards here from the left hash. The kick by Hopkins is good. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the Raiders' offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. First and 10 now. Here's Smith. He gets this one to Myers. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
They've got a man in motion. From the 30 on second down. He's got Bowers working the sideline.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Smith to the air now. He has the first over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Pressure comes. Smith. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up third down. They go play action. Here's Smith. Completed to his running back. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
New set of downs for him from the 46. They'll run here on first down. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. And he breaks out the slide. Didn't want to take a hit, but he is just shy of the first down marker.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
A tight end in motion now. The handoff on 3rd and short. And he gets this forward to the 19. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Back-to-back carries here. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Raiders driving for a score and a halftime lead. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Smith. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Bend. Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Now Smith. He's got it near the 8. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Raiders get some late points and the lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Here's Avery Williams on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Eagles taking over now late in the first half. They don't have much time left, but facing a small deficit, they could try to get this into field goal range. On first down, Hurts. Flushed out of the pocket. He's on the move. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 39. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. New set of downs for him at the 38. First and 10. Here's Hurts. Barkley's got it. He's forward. Gets a couple of yards. Elandon Roberts coming over for the hit.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, when one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
He's got Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. First field goal was good. His second look from inside of 45 yards. The kick by Hopkins is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. He takes a knee, and that's going to run out the final couple seconds of half number 1. So at halftime, the Raiders fighting to an advantage on the road. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Returnable from the 1. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Raiders and this running back headed back out for a new series. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up. That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun, Smith. This ball's cut by Bowers. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Zach Bond with the tackle. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Back to the well again. And they take him down right along the 30. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
A split second, all to keep the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 27. Got a man, Bowers has it. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Smith. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Throwing on 3rd, Smith. We've got a screen to the running back. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. He's on the move. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. Oh, he loses the football. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
There are so many fundamental details play the quarterback position, especially in the pocket. But you get loose, you make a nice little run, you get in the open field, you gotta have the fundamentals to tuck that ball away. QB doesn't, defender knocks it out. Huge turn of events.
The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Smith on first down. Complete here to Bowers. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go. The give now out of the shotgun. He still has room inside the 30. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Another carry for him. Runs it in for the Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders grow their lead off the turnover. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Carlson now to add one more. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders double their lead to 14. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. First down throwing for Hurts. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. He landed Roberts coming over for the hit.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing here, Hurts. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
First down, a run with Barkley. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. From the pistol, Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They kick the running back in motion. Hurts with it on 3rd and short. This finds Smith. And they get this down to the 28. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Motion man left is Brown. Hurts now from the gun. Able to get it to Barkley. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
Hurts throwing again. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Kate, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
And this is down to the 5-yard line before they can stop him. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Takes off right out of the read option. And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles now within 1 score in the 4th. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. McAllister now to return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Raiders back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And I think we can agree the plan to keep him out of the end zone, it hasn't quite worked so well for this defense, at least not yet. He scored twice, really being the one his group can turn to for a spark or a big play when they've needed it. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign where they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Man in motion here. They go play action. Here's Smith. Hits him on the in route. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. but that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Smith to the air now. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Give now to the running back. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. And this one is kicked up towards the clouds. And the fair catch made here at the 15. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Eagles will take possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Here's another carry for Barkley. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Completes this one to Jahan Dotson. Rolling into enemy territory. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Hurts. Goddard makes the catch. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
He finds Brown right side. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing it again here. This one's caught. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. They are throwing it again. And he scores! It's a Philadelphia Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles now trailed by just a point in the fourth. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This is taken in at the 13. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Raiders returning their offense and this running back to the field. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. 1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. Got a man. Bowers has it. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Back to throw it. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Trying to find Brock Bowers. So that brings up 4th and long.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Ball taken in at the 36. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. He's got Brown on the slant. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles with a little more work to do to win it here. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. 1st down.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. He'll look to throw it. Completed over the middle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. Here he is to throw. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he'll get this down to the 23-yard line before they stop him. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. They go to Barkley again. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. And it's a nickel look by the Raiders. Third down coming up. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Jake Elliott. This is going to be a 31-yarder from the right hash. That one is good! And he hits one more time to win them this game! So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to win it. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.